All right. Before I say anything, here just watch the prejudging video. Just watch it a few times, and then I'll talk about it.
Cause I don't give a fuck what you say. Yeah, I'ma do shit my way. So you can go kick rocks, I'ma stack bricks up, build what I want to make. Yo, I got a lot of shit to say, so I'ma do this every day. I'll be writing things until I'm fucking buried in my grave. 6 feet deep under, but my body won't decay. Cause my messages are timeless, so they'll put them on display. Oh yeah, I rap with a certainty, I have a sense of urgency. A message for eternity, for everyone internally. I had some people burning me, but now they fucking learn to see I ain't the one to fuck with. Now they looking nervously, and I don't really care what you think of me respectfully. You can kick rocks if you think you're fucking better, see. I will outwork you, turn you to an enemy. Hurt you so bad that you're gonna need some therapy. I got the motherfucking recipe. I've been cooking up hits, I'ma leave a legacy. You'll be looking small when you're standing right next to me. I'm 5'10", bitch, but I'm 10 feet. Cause I don't give a fuck what you say. Yeah, I'ma do shit my way. So you can go kick rocks, I'ma stack bricks up, build what I want to make. Cause I don't give a fuck what you say. Yeah, I'ma do shit my way. So you can go kick rocks, I'ma stack bricks up, build what I want to make. Yeah, I'ma do it my way. Yeah, I'ma do it my way. I can't contain it, I'm coming out with a statement. You really changed, man, all your music and arrangement. You don't know shit, shut your mouth, you can save it. I'm the same dude that got his come up from the basement. 100 songs, 100 weeks, didn't change it. Experiments, development, intelligence, and patience. I'll do it all again, cause I never feel complacent. Let's keep the good vibes, positivity's contagious. I'm never looking back, cause I made a life that's passionate. A college graduate suppressing all his talents, yeah. He found a way to go and change, become an advocate. For taking control of your life, go out and battle. And you think you have a dream, then act on it. Get after it, get out your head and fucking capture it. You got one life to master it. Don't give up on your future, we all start losers. We're all late bloomers, gotta struggle through the sewer. What you say, yeah, I'ma do shit my way. So you can go kick rocks, I'ma stack bricks up, build what I want to make. Cause I don't give a fuck what you say. Yeah, I'ma do shit my way. So you can go kick rocks, I'ma stack bricks up, build what I want to make. Yeah, I'ma do it my way. Yeah, I'ma do it my way.
So yeah, they gave me last for that. And it's been about a month since the competition happened. And I didn't want to make this video right away because I had a lot to think about and I was very angry. But let's talk about everything leading up to the show. This prep was the easiest prep I've ever done. I mean, it was still very difficult. It still takes everything out of you. In comparison to my previous preps, easiest one. I was eating the most calories I've ever eaten. I was pretty much bigger than I've ever been. And I had a great coach. And everything was smooth. Every week was just losing weight, losing weight, losing weight. Sometimes what happens in prep is you'll get stuck for like a week. Like your body weight won't change. But that didn't happen with me. So the prep was just practically perfect. It was perfect. My mindset going into the show, because this is like the best I've ever looked, the most I've ever eaten, and the easiest prep I've ever done. It really felt like I was just going in to get my trophy. That's what it felt like going in. And I've never had a prep feel that way. So the day before check-ins and backstage before the show, you know, I'm looking at the other guys in my class and I'm sizing them up, and I know what I look like. I'm not deluded of what I look like. And so like obviously I'm seeing where I stand with them, and so like one guy, like two guys had bad posing, so I was like, okay, well, that's out. The guy in first place, the guy who got first, he looked great, right? And so him, I was like, all right, it's gonna be between me and him. And so then we get on stage, and they keep me on the edge the whole time, and I'm like, ooh, what's going on? And at this moment, this is when I'm like, oh, what the fuck is going on? So they keep me on the edge the whole time, which, you know, was weird. And so I get off stage, and me and my coach are like, what was that? My coach was like, well, maybe they judged it weird. And I'm like, yeah, maybe, but probably not. We'll find out in the evening. And lo and behold, in the evening, I got last place. And I wasn't upset to lose. I've lost every single show I've ever done, every single one. I was very upset that they gave me last place when I clearly and definitely did not deserve last place. And so everything at the show felt wrong. Like nothing seemed right. And loss wise, this was the worst one, well, the worst loss I've ever had in terms of how it felt. Because on my end, it was almost like the perfect prep. Like my posing was great. Maybe I could have worked on my transitions. The prep was perfect. I didn't come in 100% physical perfection, but I mean, how many times are you going to do that at a show? It just doesn't really happen. So I could have done that, but really on my end, that's kind of all that I could do is come in perfect next time. So to be put last when all of these things were going for me, it was just like, what? Like, what? What? They're like, this guy, me, put him off to the side, and we're just going to figure out where the other four guys are. This guy we're just going to ignore. So I felt overlooked, sort of unappreciated for all my work. And because of all that, my desire to compete is gone. And there's nothing that could prevent them from fucking me over again. So, what to do now? So I need to compete. I have to have that in my life. I think it makes you a better person in general if you're always competing in things. So what I'm going to do is do MMA now. And the original plan was do this one show this year, of which I was absolutely certain that I would qualify for nationals. Obviously, fuck me over, didn't happen. And the next year, because I knew that I'd be qualified for nationals, do a national show. And pro card or not, the following year I would do MMA. Because I didn't qualify, I would have to do 2 shows next year, of which there's no guarantee they won't fuck me over again. Worse still, at a national show, which requires more money out of me. And so now, thinking about it, I'm just going to start MMA now. Because with bodybuilding, you can do that whenever. Honestly, there's not really an age limit. The guy that won my class, he was, I think, like 55. But fighting, you can't really do that whenever you want. You really have to be within a certain age range to be able to do that. It's something I've always wanted to do. And because it's objective, you cannot deny that I win a fight or not. Maybe if it goes to decision, but generally a submission or a KO, like you won the fight. You can't say you did not win the fight even though the other guy's unconscious. And then the reverse is true. If I get knocked out or submitted, I can't be like, well, I think I should have won. No, I would totally be happy losing a fight like that. Like, I can't be mad at that. He was better than me, that's it. Start MMA at the end of this year. And sometime by the end of next year, try to get a fight. And I've been doing martial arts for a while, which is why I want to do the MMA stuff. So I have a pretty good base on all the skill sets necessary for MMA. I just haven't sat down and very specifically trained it, right? So I'm not starting at zero. And I think training consistently for a year would definitely get me ready for a fight. I plan on doing at least 2 fights and just seeing where I'm at. But I'm definitely not planning on doing it as a career. It's more for the experience of being in a fight. So for now and the foreseeable future, I am done with bodybuilding. I don't want to compete anymore. The lifestyle aspect is always going to be there, but the competition aspect, I don't see it happening anytime soon. And I don't want to say I'm never going to compete again, because maybe I hit 40 and I'm like, hey, you know what? I'll do a show again. So that might happen. But probably in my 30s, not going to happen again. With my personality type, I've always thought I had to get my pro card. I have to get it. Because if I get older and I don't have it, because I've been working out so long, I'm going to regret it. But now, with all of this, it's like I don't even want it. I don't, if they gave it to me, I wouldn't want it either. You have a game that you created, and then you create the specific rule set for this game. And then you tell all the competitors, hey, if you play the game like this, good posing, balanced physique, pretty lean, if you play the game like this, you'll definitely win or do really well. And so then I get on stage, and then it's like, you know, the rule sets we created for this very specific game, we're not going to follow them today. And so I'm like, if you're not going to hold yourself to the very rule set that you yourself created, I don't want to play your game anymore. It's almost like you're at a job, right? And you've been at this company for a very long time, and you do good work at this company, and you're trying to get this promotion. And then they hire this dude 3 months ago who doesn't do as good as work as you. Promotion time comes, they give it to him. And so you're just like, if you got balls, what you do is you leave the fucking company. You go somewhere else, to a company that would appreciate your skill set and reward you for it. And so that's pretty much what I'm doing. So now this is the last, possibly, video in this series. Not the outcome I wanted, not the outcome you wanted, but this is where we're at. I'm going to start the new series with the MMA stuff, so there's going to be that. Oh, so don't forget, you know, you could just buy my stuff whenever you feel like it.